Hi, Giselle here. I wanted to share something with you. We just had our women's retreat, our first women's retreat here at the Retreat Center, which is actually where I live too, at a beautiful experience retreat center, Buda in Buda, Texas, Buda. And I was wanting to take care of some things around the house, especially after the retreat. And we have all these beautiful trees and plants out here in a huge atrium as well that requires a lot of attention. And with the hot summer Texas heat, it was starting to show some signs that it needed some attention. So there was a chance of rain yesterday, but I mean, you never know. It's like flip a coin, right? Anyway, there's a chance of rain, but it didn't happen. It was cloudy, and I thought, well, the plants need attention. So I went ahead and I got the water hose, and I went around and spent some time out there, and quite some time out there watering everything, and really enjoying being around the plants, because they're very nurturing, just their energy alone, just being in nature. And so, I had to do it. I had to be in control. I had to go out there and do it right. So about an hour later, guess what happens? It rains. And it's not just a rain, it pours. And it poured. And it poured, and it poured, and it rained all night long. So I had to laugh at myself, and I got to thinking, it's really interesting because it's like a metaphor for life. And what I'm talking about is surrendering and letting go, and quit trying to be in control all the time. I mean, sure, yeah, you need to take action. You need to take steps to move forward in your life if you want to get things done, or you want to create a certain life for yourself. But a lot of times we have a tendency to want to control and make things happen, and we find, or will find, that if we just surrender and let go and allow things to unfold, that it's just so much easier on us mentally, physically, and spiritually. And the reason I wanted to bring that up is because the women's retreat, we just had it last weekend, and it was just amazing. It was beautiful. We had some incredible women attend. And what I love about facilitating women's retreats is not only can I introduce women to how to nurture their bodies in a more nutritional way through plant-based nutrition, but I introduce fun fitness. There are ways, fun fitness, like belly dancing or yoga or freestyle dancing with veil, very creative movements, but still motion in the body. And then we talk a lot about extreme self-care practices, self-love, self-appreciation, self-acceptance. And one of the biggest things, and it seemed to be kind of the main topic that kept coming up, is, and I've noticed it within myself too. I mean, life is a school. We're always learning, and ultimately we should all be here for each other. This competition thing is, how can I say it without, it's a bunch of BS. We need to be working together, and even if there's 100 people doing the same thing, everybody has your own unique way of doing things. So competition to me should be out the window. Uh, that's just my thought on it. But what I found in this is in the retreat, a lot of the things that came up very common was that women were wanting to allow themselves to let go and to not try to make it all work, not feel like they have to do it themselves or force things, or make it happen. We, especially as women, we're still fairly new, coming out of that time where women, like children, were supposed to be seen and not heard. So there's kind of a struggle between the masculine and feminine, I think, that women deal with, that we feel that we have to make things happen. We have to be driven to create or to make things come to us in life, or kind of that thinking of, well, no one else can do it. It's only going to get done if I do it. It's that need to make it happen right now. I got to do it now. And then we find ourselves so, I mean, yes, those kind of things can come in handy, but it's kind of an extreme. We find ourselves in an extreme, especially women. And naturally, as nurturers and caregivers, we can get out of control with that too, because it's like we got to fix things, we got to make things happen, this kind of thing. But like the rain story, and what came up for a lot of these women is I want to allow myself to come out authentically, and to play, let go, and to not be in control, to not be so driven that there's that constriction in the body, that tightness, and instead allow more playfulness, more inner truth, more, well, if you will, goddess energy to come out. The retreat name was Awakening the Goddess Within. So to invite the goddess out to play is how I say it. And to have more fun, and to do things that you love to do that inspire you and light you up. And to be completely truthful, well, for one, that's part of extreme self-care practices too that I talk about, is whenever you are happy and enjoy, I mean, it's not just women. I see that a lot in women, but I work mostly with women, but it's anybody, men, women, that if you work from a space of joy and love and things you really enjoy doing, that lights you up, that inspires you, which inspire means in spirit, so it's spirit guided. Not only do you feel better and you're happier, but other people around you feel that. So it's like you're giving them this amazing gift, just even being in their presence, if you're allowing yourself to be that truth of what you are. And like I said, there's a time where you have to go out and you have to be more driven, but to be constantly, that's where burnout comes in, and then resentment comes into play, and that's just heavy, constricted, negative energies on your body. So allow yourself to let go sometime. Allow yourself to play. What is it that lifts you up? What is it that inspires you? And just, if anything, set a date with yourself in your appointment book and go play, and don't overschedule yourself. It's so easy to do. But and if that happens, don't kick yourself in the butt. Just go, wait a minute, let's do something different now, and then reschedule, and then make sure that you honor that time and that space for you. Okay, so this talk is mostly about letting go, allowing, and living a life of joy and self-appreciation, and just letting go and allowing your good to flow in and to flow with your good. And don't always try to make things happen. I will say that the yard has been well watered, and we even have a pond, and I noticed it was low, so I added some more water. So now I know it's fine, and thank God it's not overflowing. We had a lot of rain, but it's I don't know. I like to say it's God's sense of humor. Like, okay, I'm just gonna watch her. She's watering, and she thinks she's got to be in control of this, and it's like, that's okay. She can, that's fine. I'll just sit here and I'll observe her and love her where she's at, and then I'll just do my part, and and voila, just how comes up with this lesson and this talk for this vlog today. I want to say vlog, but that's not right. It's vlog post. Okay. Okay, everybody, have a beautiful day, and feel my love and my hugs, and until next time, mwah, bye.